Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Schnozzcast, the podcast that many are saying is the greatest podcast ever created. Some say the voice of our generation, the Schnozzcast. And I don't hear anybody pushing back on that, so I feel like I'm speaking the truth.
Boy. Number one.
I've been called the songbird of my generation.
With you tonight, Bob, Cory, Nick, and Todd.
Oh.
Gentlemen. Todd, how are you?
I am stupendous, sir.
Nick, how are you?
Doing good.
And Cory.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, hello.
How goes it?
Oh.
Well, look, we got a few things to talk about tonight.
What?
Some grievances. We got some TikToks. And specifically, Todd, your grievances always take center stage with some colorful language, some metaphors, some similes.
A lot of planes involved.
Turns of phrase. Yeah. And we appreciate that.
Diction.
Sorry, what about your dick?
Diction, sir. Diction.
All right, so let's get into that diction then with airing of grievances.
Use kids in your complicated shoes.
Do we have another one for that? There was another one for
We do. But
yeah, there it is. Hold on.
The Festivus begins with the airing of grievances.
Yeah, I think it breaks the entire mixer
Now, you're gonna hear about it.
because it's like 900 minutes
On
long.
him, I realize
but it's good.
Can this be one of my grievances? The length of the grievances thing?
You don't get any grievances, Bob.
All right, I'm fading.
All right.
I'm fading this.
I'm ready.
out.
I'm ready.
Well, let's not waste any more time.
Let us not waste any more time, please.
What's bugging you,
Cory?
Todd?
Zoom in.
Oh, the pinch zoom, as they call it.
Yeah.
Todd, you're asking me to do a lot here on this. I'm using Bob's iPad for this. Things aren't set up the way I'm used.
Don't worry about it.
I got you.
That'll be a different.
Bob's iPad is from like
different grievance for a different
2003.
day.
No, you're zoomed in, buddy. You're zoomed in. You're good.
Got it. I see it now. There's a different grievance for a different day. Anyway, so I know I've bitched before about mofos loitering in the left lane. And this might be a bit of a retread, but you know what dawned on me again? I don't think people who drive in states where there are HOV lanes and carpool lanes, for people who aren't familiar with the HOV, people drive in those lanes and forget that most of the time they're far left, and that does not absolve them from getting the fudge out of the way if there's somebody in their ass crack. And it also doesn't mean just because you're got more than 2 passengers in your car that you can drive 5 miles per hour under the speed limit. Listen, motherfuckers, get the fuck to the right, or stay off the fucking highway. If you can't freaking obey the rules of the road that keep us all sane. Like, I don't want anybody road raging, but there is nothing more maddening than a mofo going 56 miles per hour in a 60 in the HOV lane that's supposed to let you go faster, but dudes are cock blocking and they speed up and they freaking pinch you off. Please get to the right, or get off the highway, or stop driving, take a bus, take a train. Shit, I'll pay for it. Stay the fuck out of the way. Get over when there's somebody in your ass crack. Get over. That's grievance number 1.
I want that first grievance to start turning on the internet. Podcast host offers free transit for the entire country.
Exactly. If you're going to drive like a dick, I'll pay for your freaking bus pass.
For only a mild pledge to not drive slow in the HOV lane.
Please.
Send your request to Schnozzcast, P.O. Box 4529.
We have a P.O. box now?
Yes, we do. Right on next to the shocker line.
You're right. Oh, hey.
We didn't do that.
We didn't do that.
We didn't do that.
A slight pause here.
Dude, I don't have any of the graphics to put anything up.
That's fine.
Okay.
But I have a voice, and we can at least do that. So before we go into Todd's second grievance, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. If this is your first time, welcome to the show. You can listen to past episodes out of the streaming services on Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, or anywhere else where you get a podcast. You can also follow us on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Schnozzcast. You can email us at schnozzcast@gmail.com, or you can call or text us anytime, day or night, at our 618 Shocker line.
Shocker. And then Nick would go, baby.
Yep. Arthur Penn-and-Teller.
Doing double duty.
Look, I have to talk.
All right. Are you ready for my number 2 grievance?
Yes. Number 2 grievance. Go.
Number 2 grievance. Motherfuckers who aren't self-aware. Now, this has been a lingering grievance of mine for a long time, but I'm very cautious now because sometimes I realize that I have grievances about things that are normal for me that are not normal for other people. But this one I feel will resonate. If you've ever traveled anywhere or been to a Costco, or for some of you, Walmart or any other store, have you ever noticed the phenomenon where people will be walking at a normal walking pace and then all of a sudden stop with their cart and their kids and their grandmother or whomever in the middle of the fucking aisle when there's 8,000 motherfuckers around and stand there, and then all of a sudden the traffic goes to B and all because one dumb motherfucker refuses to step to the side, get out of the way, and let other people who know where the fuck they're going do their business. People in the airports, don't just stop in the middle of the freaking aisle. Get to the side, get out of the way. If you're I was in a Costco the other day, and yes, I was in a Costco. Hate going to Costco, but I go to this Costco, walk in, and a guy's, the big carts when you're going to buy a TV or a refrigerator or some shit, something big, the big pull carts, not the push cart where you put your Cheerios, your 8 boxes of Cheerios, and your 9,000 pickle holding jar of pickles. The pull cart, you know what I'm talking about, right, Bob?
Pickle holding jar of pickles?
You've never bought one of those?
No, it's not a regular push cart where you put your kid in it. It's the one where you drag it around because you're going to buy something big. You know what I'm talking about, right?
He's rolling. I think we get it.
A pallet cart?
Yeah, the pallet cart. That's it, pallet cart.
Thanks, Cory.
I was in a Costco.
I don't go to Costco.
It was packed to the brim. Walmart, Kmart.
No, I'm just kidding. We go to Costco all the time. That's why I know it's a pallet cart.
Yeah, pallet cart. Dude's got that stopped in the middle of the main thoroughfare, the first aisle that when you get into the store, the one where the whole cattle herd is rolling. Dude's got stopped in the middle, right in front of the meat section, with his kids playing on it, taking out about 13 feet of real estate, and just wedging the store. And I want literally, again, if I wasn't a brother man in an all-white Costco, I wanted to step up to him and slap him in the face and go, "Motherfucker, what the fuck are you thinking?" But please, this is my grievance. Be self-aware. When you stop somewhere, look around and think, what would I think if some motherfucker was stopped with his kids in the middle of the fucking aisle when there's 8,000 people trying to get to the steaks?
Todd, they actually make a bracelet for that. It says WWJD. What would Jesus do? I think you need to pass those out at Costco.
I think Jesus would send that motherfucker to hell because this is bullshit. Be self-aware.
I think it's awesome.
I'm just saying.
Someone who has their own helicopter pad is so in touch with the common man that he's not one of those people stop. You would think that Todd Dillon would be one of those people just stopping in the middle because he's like, I'm Todd fucking Dillon.
Exactly.
I have a helicopter. I'll stop wherever I please.
I stop where I please, right?
But he's like, no.
I'm self-aware.
That's right.
I get the fuck out of the way. Step to the side.
I also love how he used fudge earlier because he didn't want to, and since then he dropped like 4 motherfuckers.
Because there was kids at that part
just
of the
for
story,
a second. Oh, okay.
In case the kids can listen up to the part where I'm like, because again, you teach your youngins from the beginning, don't be in the way. Don't be in the way. Because a mean mofo might just step on you. Get the fudge out the way.
Well, Todd, I think you might have answered your own question there as to what you need to do to those people that just stop in your way.
Have you ever run your cart directly into their heels?
No, bro. I don't want to get caught up. I'm trying to stay out of.
Todd's not trying to catch a case.
Exact. Thank you, Cory. Cory's picking up what I'm putting down.
Listen.
God damn.
Listen.
I'm trying to stay out the brig.
Yeah. Todd has moved to an all-white community. He's trying to get this little squirrely out of his hands. He doesn't want to make any big movements.
Todd, I will say there are some very different people at Costco. The last time Danielle and I went.
Yeah, this sounds like a really great story. Can we do this shot though first?
God damn it, yeah.
All right.
Todd, I know you're not drinking tonight.
I'm drinking a shot of beer with you tonight, boys.
There we go.
Old 8.
Cheers, everybody.
Salute.
Ooh, that was a big shot.
The last time Danielle and I were at Costco, we originally weren't going to get a cart because we just needed like 2 things.
Were you
Hold on it.
And of
Time
course,
out.
no, there's no timeouts in this story, Bob.
Were these things for the
Because
cousins?
I'm already going
Clarifying
to.
question.
I'm going to answer your clarifying question with my own story right now.
was
we
this
got
trip for the cousins?
Yeah, no, it's not for the cousins. We got 2 steps in the door and saw this fucking fan that I'm like, well, this would be amazing for the house.
Hurricane maker.
And I'm like, turn around, time to go grab a cart. So I walk out. I tell the lady at the door, I'm like, look at me. I'm walking out to get a cart. Because I don't have a Costco membership. It's Danielle.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just going to grab a cart. She's like, of course, honey, of course. So I go out and there's a cart sitting right outside the door. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I take that back. There's a guy. I'm confusing myself now.
I'm starting to lose interest.
There's a cart sitting right outside the door. Right past that cart, there's a guy standing and holding another cart.
Chase was on the left.
You ripped it out of his hands.
So I grabbed the cart that no one's touching that's just sitting there. As I'm going to turn around, he turns around, looks at me, and goes, "What the fuck are you doing?"
That's what I'm talking about.
And I was like, "I'm sorry, excuse me?" He said, "That's my cart."
Drama.
And I was like,
Costco.
I just started laughing. I'm like,
Bitch.
so the cart that you're hanging on to, he's like, this isn't mine. And he literally
He was holding it for somebody else.
He literally let go of that one and grabbed the one I was hanging on to. And I was like, okay.
So did you grab the one he let go?
You let
I
him
grabbed
do
the
it?
one he let go of. And he was staring at me as if I'm the fucking weirdo. And I was like, dude, no reason to do that. You're fucking weird. And I'm like, I need to get back inside before this turns really bad.
Yeah.
As I'm walking back in, mind you, that was a 30-second transaction between me and that guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lady at the door.
Membership?
Can I see your membership, sir? I said, God. I'm like, ma'am, I just told you I was going to get a cart. I said, my wife's right over there. And she
Sir, we hear that all the time.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I like me some Costco.
She gave me this
That's
glare.
why I like Costco, because no riffraff gets in after 30 seconds.
And Todd,
Was she a fucking squirrel?
Corey.
Like what? Her memory?
You are that riffraff, Corey.
dude, and mind you, I could go grab everything in that goddamn store and try to check out. Guess what? You can't, because you have to scan your fucking membership. So even if I got in without a card, I'm not getting anything from the store because
Yeah, but you're probably one of the motherfuckers who stop in the middle of the aisle that's going to fucking upset me. See, I kind of get this. It feels
you get where she was coming
some
from.
dude.
You're taking her side.
See, it'd be in the
I
words
see that coming.
in the words of Jerry Seinfeld talking about when Elaine had to sit in coach and he got to sit in the free first class seat. And Elaine started going nuts. She's like, "Do you understand?" She tried to sneak into first class. She's like, "They're getting cookies up here," and she's screaming, and it woke Jerry up. And he's like sitting next to a supermodel in first class, and he's like, "What was that?" She's like, the stewardess comes by. She goes, "I'm so sorry, sir. There's something going on with a woman in coach." And he goes, "See?" He goes, "She snuck up from coach." And he goes, "See? That curtain provides no security. They really need to have a locking door." And so I feel like the Todds and Costco were probably like, "See, that woman at the front really provides no security. They really need to have a scannable door to get into this place. Need to keep that kind of riffraff out."
Have your thumbprint on file so you can unlock the vault door to Costco.
Ladies and gentlemen, members, I am so sorry. We just had an incident at the front.
Yeah.
A non-member
Can I
tried
say
to
something?
sneak
This is
in.
going to
Non-member.
sound really bad. This is
Shame.
going to sound really bad, but when the pandemic first hit the U.S. and we weren't quite sure, kind of like that it was bad, I actually had to make another Costco trip. And there's like me and 4 other people in there, and I was in heaven. I'm like, this is the way it's supposed to be. I pay money to keep motherfuckers out. And I'm like, I'm only seeing like workers and like 4 other people, and I'm like, I can get behind this. I literally
3 other people too many.
Oh my god! No, again, there was no. They could stop where they wanted, Bob, and I didn't have to. They weren't going to clog up the main artery. So
Were you hearing the song from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory when he first opened the doors and he's like, "In a world of pure imagination."
Yeah.
not for nothing. If the Kirklands and Costco family are on, I will pay extra money if you will have the store open for hours so that the riffraff and other people who get in the fucking way and I'm happy to explore that premium platinum membership.
And when he says riffraff, he means you, Cory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I tried to grab a fucking cart.
See that
So what happened? Danielle had to come rescue you?
That woman in the schmuck really provides no security. You really need to have an armed guard at that door.
Vaulted doors.
Yep.
No, she finally after about 20 seconds, she was like, "Oh yeah, go ahead." I'm like,
You showed her you showed her a little calf.
"Yeah, I gave her the old calf."
I didn't want to have to do this, but
here you go, lady.
You brought this on yourself.
Did you notice my shorts? Oh my!
But it is kind of funny too, because Danielle was actually in the process of walking back over to the door because she's like, "I realized you didn't have a membership."
Danielle, the real member.
I'm like, why? Why is this such a thing? Just again, lady, I told you, I literally face to face told you I was leaving the store for 10 seconds. Yes, it ended up being 30, but
I need to make a higher level of Costco.
This sounds very, very... we should be living in a society without classes.
a Toddco.
And 11 seconds later, she forgot who the fuck you were.
Dude, just like that. Just like that. I was nothing to her.
Yeah, dude. When I'm old and retired and I'm working as a Costco greeter, I'll be doing the same damn thing. I don't know you,
dude, but isn't that who you want guarding your? Wasn't that who you want guarding your door? Don't you think there's some vetting that occurs at Costco with the employees? No. Like, let's find. Wait, Jan, her memory sucks. Put her at the front door. Put her. I don't want any of these 30-second line skippers.
Do you know how amazing I would be as a Costco greeter at the door?
Oh my god!
You'd forget you were at Costco.
I'd be like, nope, don't know you.
Welcome to Walmart, everyone.
5.5 minutes
No
go by.
exceptions.
Bob grabs a cart and starts shopping.
You don't look like Belinda to me,
Todd. Todd, let me ask you this: when you exited Costco, and they have their little procedure of when you leave as well.
Yep.
Of checking your receipt and what's in the cart,
putting a giant highlighter swipe on it.
Yep.
Again,
and then they go through your pockets, and then you have to stand against the wall.
That's what.
Take your shoes off.
I think you and Cory went to a different Costco.
That's what they should do.
That's what they do to me.
Well, I mean, I have a certain sort of privilege that you don't, Todd.
I mean, I'm just trying to leave. I don't think this is a police
It all seems
situation.
like a Scientology sort of a situation. I don't get the multiple redundant checks. Like, they don't trust the greeters. The greeters don't trust the cashiers. The cashiers don't trust the greeters again.
Well,
what
would you call an exit person? A fareweller? Yeah.
But this is what I want to know. What is the point of the receipt checker person?
Dude, there is no point. We've had stuff in the cart that's been covered up before, just in terms of how we packed it in the cart, and they're like, okay, you're all set. I'm like, no, there was so much.
That's because your privilege you just mentioned. They count all my shit, man. Well, they're like 32 things, and they count every single one in my basket. And actually, I do have a true. Talking about the no checking, this is an absolutely true story.
Yeah,
and I'm amazed that I actually do go back to Costco. About a year ago, I went into Costco, and Mary's like, "Hey, can you pick up this, and this?" And I go and I picked up all these things, and I go to check out, and I'm like, and they're like, "Sir, your purchase has been declined." And I'm like, declined? That doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm like, hey, here's a different card, whatever that thing is. I'm like, do that one. And they're like, oh no, sir, we need to pull you aside. So after I make my way through this store with all these people that I didn't want to be around in the first place, they pull me aside and they won't let me check out. Well, I was going to say, and get this, they wouldn't let me check out because you know what happened? They're like, oh, there was the other card affixed to your account by Mary Dillon. She didn't pay for gas at the gas station, and so your account has been suspended.
I remember
Mary drove off on gas.
What the fuck?
No, she didn't. That's not even possible. You have to put your card in before it actually lets you have 1 nano ounce of gas. They had their own computer glitch where they lost the transaction and then shut down my account. And I'm like, you racist motherfuckers.
Todd, I don't know,
dude,
buddy.
I freaking lost my shit.
Maybe Mary.
Like, I just want to come to these places.
Mary could be strong arming people at the gas pump. They got her picture up on the wall.
does not trust a soul, but they need some better protections for people who do dumbassery in the store. But they pulled me out of the line. I just stand in line. I'm like, no, I got to get all my shit scanned again by somebody else after you guys made a mistake. Sir, you just need to pay the $26 that your wife ran out on. And Mary's like, tell him to look at the tape. And I'm like, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here because now I'm embarrassed because I've been shopping.
Oh, dude, I remember when she was here, she was talking about this. When you guys were here last and we all went out to dinner, she had talked about this, and she said the reason it happened was, she said the attendant at the gas station did not tell her happy birthday and she left. She said she took off.
That was weeks ago, man.
Wasn't this year's birthday.
Todd, I do have to ask though, what did you think about the samples?
Dude, I don't take samples.
I don't buy samples. I buy product.
I do not.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I feel like
why would I put a spoon or a straw or a toothpick of shit in my mouth and I don't know the chain of custody. That's just dumbassery.
You two guys walking into Costco at the same time would head off in completely different directions.
I am big on
with
chain of custody.
Completely different agendas. Completely different.
Yeah, you don't know what fucking Phil's doing over there at that.
I do not.
No.
I don't know if Phil washes
Corey's
his hands
like,
before he slices up the cheese.
Free
chunk.
head cheese.
Exactly.
Fuck yeah.
Right.
I'm eating it.
Yeah.
Down the hatch.
Phil just
I don't
went to
take
the John
strange
Holden.
food from strange people.
Phil just went to the John Holden his Schwantz, and then he grabbed those toothpicks and started fucking putting them in those little dumplings.
Exactly, and I've seen it.
And his Schwantz tastes great.
No such thing as Polish seasoning.
Did we actually close out your grievances? Yeah, sorry, I can't let that go. I can't go back. Did you say Polish seasoning?
That is true. There are no Polish seasonings.
We don't season food.
No, dude.
You just boil it.
The funniest part about that is that I was just telling someone the other day, like, about Polish Village, and I was like, you gotta go. Just make sure to salt your food.
We're a poor culture.
Dude, my wife's Polish, and she's like, you make the best Polish food I've ever had. I'm like, yeah, because I freaking do a pinch of salt and some shit, and I've changed your world.
It really is. It's a bunch of, like, boiled foods.
Anything you can boil. Boil it up, toss it on a plate.
Well, you can boil anything.
Yeah.
Should you? Different story.
No, but
Boil
we do.
and season
We do.
bits. If you're gonna boil all the flavor out of it, at least drop some other freaking powders or herbs on it.
Fraser did say on one of the episodes, he's like, Daphne, who's from the UK, she was bitching at him about something. He's like, don't you have some meat to boil?
Even worse, and I think they punched their cows. If you hadn't had a steak in the UK, oh my God, it's the toughest meat in the world. You know, like literally, I think the cows die such a horrible death. They tense up so hard. You could freaking shoot a UK steak with a gun, and it will not
those cows are
penetrate it.
experiencing.
Exactly.
Full body lockout.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
But you know what?
No.
I mean, Todd, you have to think that we have all the plains states with grazing cows and cattle farms and all this stuff. The entire UK is the size of the Lower Peninsula. They don't have a lot of room for cows and shit.
Yeah. And Tokyo doesn't either. And they massage their cows. They feed them milk. They treat
true.
them good. That way, that's
They're
really
probably
tender.
like- they
the
probably
British
put 'em
cows
in
are freaking angry when they're
parking
dead.
garages.
They're killed.
Todd,
Right.
Todd, we just let our cows die of old age, then we eat them. We don't actually slaughter them. They're sometimes 100, maybe 110 years old.
In
They're
those
old
like
and
cow
soft.
years, there's only like 5 years in normal.
Yeah.
years.
Todd, did we finish your grievances?
We did. We got through both of them. Stay out of the fucking lanes and stay out of the way. Get to the side. And please, please, please don't use the HOV lane as your own personal fucking lane. Get the fuck to the right, please.
Here's my grievance, Todd.
Yes, sir.
For you guys, all three of you guys, not
we
even
go.
for me. This
Here
is
we
for
go.
this is for you guys. My grievance is why, as a scientific, advanced technological society, why have we not gotten to the point where we can prolong the lives of dogs? Why aren't we working on breeding dogs that live longer?
You want to tell him, or should I?
I don't know if we're on the same page, so you should probably tell them.
Oh no, I mean,
All the way.
Hold on, DTE. I gotta pay a bill. Hold on 1 second.
For those of you,
Slight power outage in the studio.
Yeah. For the audio listeners, all the lights just went off down here, except for the two studio lights over us.
So
Daniel's upstairs going, Alexa, turn off all the lights in the basement.
So the reason being is Alexa's trying to learn my routine, so she thinks I'm asleep, so she turns all the lights off.
Oh,
And well, you should be.
well, shouldn't she know that because the hairdryer starts up? Wow, how would she think you're asleep?
She doesn't know.
Exactly.
She doesn't know it's
Exactly.
a
It's
hairdryer.
not right.
That
At
would
this
be
point,
awesome.
That's
if
an upgrade.
If you could have
Yes.
that as an Alexa part of the app.
Yes.
The second the hairdryer turns on, everything else in the house just shuts down.
It shuts completely down. Yep.
You need to work on that.
Coffee machine timer turns on. All the
right.
lights turn off.
Pretty
Let's,
straightforward.
Oh, he's going to sleep.
Let's grab some pillowcases and fucking take fridge naps, okay? So
Yeah, that's fair. Totally fair.
I love my pillowcase. Sorry.
All right, let's move over to TT's TikToks.
Are you ready?
I got nothing for
I
it.
know that's fine. I can't remember what the graphic looks like. You could just kind of go like,
Are you ready?
yeah.
Are you ready?
Someone take a freeze frame of that and send it back to the show. We should do that. Don't other podcasts do that? Where they're like, oh, take that audio loop and then fuck with it and send it back to us.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's big time, though.
We can still do it.
I mean, it would
We're
be
as
us.
big time
It'd be us, it'd be
as
us
we
doing
feel we are.
it.
We're as big time as we think we are.
Well, I am.
Yeah, Todd would be our biggest proponent.
So, the last time we did TikToks, I had some great ones that Bob and Nick both liked. Todd.
I don't know about all that, but I don't know they were great.
I was trying to find them, and in our hasty state of trying to get this episode going,
just hasty.
You don't. Why didn't we do practice? Practice? We talking about practice?
You talking about a production meeting?
so here's one, I think.
A student in Texas who is nicknamed White Lightning set a high school record by running the 100-meter dash in 9.98 seconds. Coincidentally, people call me White Lightning because I also finish in under 10 seconds.
Doctors in Iowa have confirmed a dog disease that can be passed on to humans. Fine, I'll wear a condom. Oh, wow.
Okay. A new report finds that as people move into formerly wild areas of Africa, human activity is disrupting chimpanzee culture. Incidentally, chimpanzee culture is also what my grandpa calls hip-hop.
So this next one, I know this is one of the ones I played for you guys last time, and
We were repeating TikToks.
Yeah. Why are we doing that?
Well, I told you guys I was going to
wanted Todd?
because
What's
Todd
up with
wasn't on.
that?
Oh,
Because
he
you
did-
weren't.
Todd wasn't here.
He
I
did
got
say
it,
he
got
said
it.
the first one had a
Gotcha.
black person and he wanted to wait for you. So
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comeback story,
Got
right?
it. Got it.
Seabiscuit, the Mighty Ducks,
Robert Downey Jr. Who
Rocky.
else? Yes.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim. Well,
Well, in the video, she gets cum on her back, I think.
Was that an alright one time?
That's a good one.
I feel like
you
Todd-
scored points with that one,
Yeah.
Corey.
He said, he goes, Bob and I had zero reaction as we did again. And he's like, my fucking Todd would appreciate this fucking story.
After I replayed it, I think you guys had a good reaction to it, but
He had like more of a Rodney Dangerfield, like, no respect.
Corey,
Bob. Yeah.
yeah,
all right,
I had no reaction.
guys, we have had some crazy sports on this show.
Ooh, more sports. Sweet.
This new sport And Todd, I thought about you for this one, buddy. This is pro sitting.
I'm listening.
Go on.
It's extreme sitting.
You had my interest, but now you have my attention.
Here you go.
Narcos in this bitch, you know that's how I'm living. Walk up on my lawn, they got that 40 tucked. Motherfuckers think I'm just gonna give it up. Sipping Texas tea, you know we sick as fuck. Why your homie laid out for come pick him up?
Okay.
Is that the end? Yeah. So 2 things. First, I feel like that's actually
But he's not really sitting.
chair twirling, not
Right.
competitive sitting. But secondly,
Exactly. Chair balancing.
how many
Competitive chair balancing.
how many takes did it take there? Because I feel like that particular exercise has a very high probability for anal penetration.
Did you see the size of that stool?
Like side
allowed
of
to say
the
that on
side
the
of the chair going right up the guy's ass crack.
I mean, it might
Not falling on the end where you can sit, on either end where you can sit.
Yeah.
So like the corner goes in between your legs.
I mean, it might go in between your legs, but it's not going to penetrate your butthole.
I feel like you're presenting the part of the body that you probably least want to come into contact with anything sharp or not soft, and making sure that you got plenty of opportunity for that to happen.
Yeah, because you're not landing a
Wouldn't that be your
skateboard
eye?
on your ass.
Honestly, I would rather do the stool than take a skateboard in the gooch.
Yeah, but you're not trying to land on with your ass. You're landing with your feet.
I'm also saying that skateboard shit's crazy as well. But this seems like for very little return, you're putting yourself in a really difficult position.
I guess, yeah, you could be correct on that.
Sorry, Todd. I hope I didn't cut you off.
Nope. I didn't like it.
Fair enough.
Sorry for trying to find more extreme sports for you guys.
Clarified point. I hated it.
All right, this one is kind of self-explanatory.
Todd, I want you to go through sorry.
I'm built different.
Oh, shit.
Nothing from Todd. Okay.
Todd's like, I'm just going to say the silence speaks volumes, Todd.
Yeah. We're ending this.
You don't have to give it a grade. You don't have to give any feedback. Just total silence, which is always great for a podcast.
Maybe the eggs that his chickens, they have more, they take a lot of extra calcium, so maybe the shell is extra thick.
Jesus Christ.
And he forgot to state that up front?
Yeah, I think maybe he didn't kind of lay out how difficult it would have been for him to crack that egg. And then that girl then thought, hey, well, then anybody can do this, right? Because she's got thin shelled eggs, and right?
Anyone can crack an egg in their arm, Todd.
It's not Eggland's best or anything, right?
Shelled eggs.
Yeah, exactly. Because turns out if you feed your chickens shit food, they lay thin eggs. So maybe she buys welfare eggs. Maybe she gets them for free with powdered cheese and milk.
Okay, I want you to record a video on your palatial estate to demonstrate the utter thickness of the eggshells that you're cultivating based on the premium food that your chickens are eating.
Exactly.
How hard it really is to crack an egg in Seattle.
No, hey, whoa. My chickens lay normal eggs that, again, I think that you could crush between your bicep and your forearm. But clearly that guy must have had an egg that was so particularly strong that it made no sense that he could crack it, because otherwise, why would that be funny?
Oh, I think you've hit the nail on the head in the end there.
Yeah.
So this is they write jokes for each other, right? RIGHT.
Yeah, I didn't make the TikTok, buddy.
No, I get it. I'm just for whoever did.
They got it wrong.
Yeah,
Yes, they did.
It's horribly wrong.
It is the last show of the season, and Shay and I have decided that our end of the year gifts to each other would once again be jokes.
Yeah. So we're making each other read jokes live on air that the other person has never seen before.
And the idea is to keep it fun, light. No one's going to get canceled. No one's families are going to get threatened. Have fun.
Sure, we'll see. Well, why don't you go first?
This is one of the ones I played for you guys last time.
An
But has
obese
Todd not heard
monkey
it?
in
No.
Thailand named Godzilla has been sent to a special facility to lose weight. Officials realized the monkey was overweight when a bunch of black guys kept hitting on it.
That's wrong. That's bullshit. The Khan's not allowed to say it.
That's pretty racist, Colin.
No shit.
Las Vegas is opening a pop-up vaccine site in a strip club. And don't worry, the strippers say the vaccine is a lot like Michael Che. Very quick, and you can barely feel it go in.
Warner Brothers is producing a new movie in which Superman is black. And a black Superman actually makes a lot of sense when you remember that Superman was abandoned by his parents as a baby. Well, I knew you'd like that one, so here's another one. Warner Brothers is producing a new movie in which Superman is black. In this version, black Superman's kryptonite is an honest day's work.
Really doubling down on black Superman. San Diego police are being investigated after video surfaced of them using excessive force on a homeless black man accused of urinating in public. But I say great work keeping our streets clean, boys. Yes, sir. Anything the police do is all right with old Mikey Che. I know I'm probably the only black man brave enough to say this on live TV, but blue lives matter even more.
Really nice of you.
That was really nice of you.
This week, construction began on a new hip-hop museum in the Bronx. And I know that we've had a lot of fun with me reading racist jokes that Michael writes for me, but because our country is already divided enough, I'd like to use my platform to say something that everyone of all races can agree on. Woody Allen is innocent. He did nothing wrong. Before I go, I just thought of another punchline for that black Superman. Black Superman will be referred to as the Man of Steel, spelled S-T-E-A-L.
Very, very good, Cory. Very good.
There you guys go.
Oh my God.
That's TikToks for the week.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this episode of Schnozzcast. We are going to cut this to a close tonight. We'll see you next week for the next episode. Meantime, peace out.